Balls in, welcome back to Catan Universe. This time we are playing Seafarers, which we don't play that often, but every once in a while I like to check it out. And we were playing through the desert scenario, so on these small islands to the right, if you build on those, you get 1 point for your settlement, and then you get 2 extra victory points for building on a new island. And the same applies to building on those 3 hexes to the left of the 3 desert hexes. But they didn't look too good to me past the desert, so I was like 4 sheep, 5 wood. I was like, I don't want that. I'll just stay on the mainland and maybe go over to this 6 gold, 5 wheat, because 5 is getting rolled a lot through this game, and no one had 5s for a long time. So actually, I think I'm the only one that's gonna get a 5, but early on I was like, I gotta get this 6 stone, 2 sheep, 4 wheat hex, or sorry, 4 sheep hex, because I need to get some amount of stone rolling, and off of a 6, it's gonna be pretty hot for me, and that's gonna allow me to upgrade my cities later. Now, okay, a 12 is rolled, some more nonsense. Now, I thought I was gonna build a city here, but I roll a 4, so I get 2 sheep and a brick, and you'll see that orange started to build out to this gold and wheat little island. So I was like, wait a minute, I don't want him to do that. I don't want to have him to have all that power. So instead, I traded my 4 stone for a brick. I built a road and I cut off his ships. Now, he could have kept building. All he had to do was build another ship down to the settlement spot right in between the 6 gold and the 5 wheat. Instead, he moves his ship away from it, which really boggled me, but I was like, you know what, I'll take it, because I'm definitely building on this island here. And red, we thought, was just running away with the game. I'm at 4 victory points, red is at 11, orange only has 3, because red built on 2 new islands, and he couldn't get down to the 6 gold, 5 wheat, because that would just take away too many ships. But he could have built roads to go through the desert, and if he would have built a settlement on that, let's say 4 sheep, he would have immediately won the game. Because he also has the longest road at this point, and you're going to see us battle it out for that later on. And the 9s are hot, so I'm going to build my settlement, and I'm going to get 3 victory points off a settlement, which is, it just feels so good. That's such a nice benefit to some of these seafarer scenarios. Building on the small islands off of the mainland not only give you new resources, but they just give you extra victory points. It's great. Now, orange is going to eventually take largest army. I considered it, but I was like, you know what? I just got to keep expanding. I got to keep battling red for longest road, because taking that away from red is going to make red want to try to take it back, which is going to keep red from focusing on upgrading their settlements into cities. So it's like, that'll work pretty well. And there's not much of a challenge in this video that I'm particularly focused on. I'm just focused on just winning. Basically, that's it in a nutshell. Having a good time. Because I don't play Seafarers that much. It's kind of like taking a break from figuring out challenges in basic Catan, or more nowadays, Cities and Knights. But I do have a couple of challenges that I pulled off in Seafarers. If you go to my Catan Universe playlist, there was one where I won the game without building on a single wheat hex, and that was pretty fun to do. I'm still amazed that it worked, but you'll see. If you watch that video, you'll see later in the game that I just had so many resources coming in off of all these rolls, so that was pretty good. So orange here starts building ships out. I'm like, okay, where are they going? And then they start coming down the gold hex, but I'm like, you can't get there anymore, because I have a city on that gold hex at the top of it, and 1 space over you can't build there, because any new settlement has to be at least 2 spaces away from any existing city or settlement. So I guess he realized that, because his last ship that he built went off in another direction. So that was pretty funny. So I guess maybe orange can try to go all the way up to the top corner of the screen to where that 8 stone is and get a new island, 2 victory point bonus along with the settlement. 7 is rolled like it always is when I have more than 7 cards. That's just so super convenient for me. So I just burn a bunch of stone and wheat. And my goal here is to take back Longest Road because red is at 12. We're going to 14 victory points, and I cannot let this man win when I'm having such a good game. So I connect up my road to my other 2 that I had over by the 6 stone and whatnot. And then I build a ship. So now I'm just barely ahead of red in roads. Or roads and ships, shipping route. That's what they technically call it in Seafarers, not Longest Road, they call it longest shipping route. Orange takes largest army at this point. A 6 is rolled, and if that robber was not on my 6 gold, I would have got 3 cards of whatever I wanted. I would have immediately built a city and then kept expanding my shipping route. But, of course, I would do the same thing. I would shut down that 6 gold in a heartbeat. And now it's open, and now a 6 is rolled, so 3 cards of whatever I choose. And I have enough to build a city. So I'm just gonna... I took 2 wood and a sheep, because I already had a brick. So that means I can build a road, and also I can build a ship. So remember that if you're playing Seafarers, or Seafarers is part of the Cities and Knights expansion, and if you can only take certain cards, or if you have 2 wood, a brick, and a sheep, you can still add 2 to your longest shipping route. It's because some people look at, oh, I need 2 brick and 2 wood. No, if you can build a road and a ship, it works just the same, and as long as it's in one continuous line. So now I have 2 cities on that 6 gold. Also, that city is also touching the 5 wheat. But as another 6 is rolled, 4 cards of whatever I choose. And what I choose here is to build a settlement. And thankfully I have under 7 cards, but it doesn't matter because the 8's rolled. So now I get to build a settlement on that 5 wheat, and I am super close. And red is also super close. Orange actually stayed in this game. I was surprised. I think it was mainly because orange took longest road. Largest army. Oh, and look at that, red build a road, and it's touching that sheep hex. So I thought red was going to win on that turn because red had like 4 cards left or something. So I was like, if red actually has a perfect combination of cards to build a settlement, I'm actually finished. Like it's over right now. And right here from my gold field again, from my 6, I take just enough to build a settlement and a development card because a city and a development card, because I figured if I can build a city and then buy a development card and hopefully it's a victory point, I win just like that. And sadly, it's a year of plenty. So at this point, I thought red was going to win. Red doesn't. Passes it off to orange. Orange, I thought, had a victory point card hiding because you see has 1 left, or she, and 5 knights played. With 12 points, I thought they were secretly at 13, but they pass it off to me because they couldn't do anything else. An 8 is rolled. If a 7 was rolled, I would not have won on this turn, but an 8 is rolled. I have 11 wood. Life is good. It's a nice, quick game of Seafarers where, you know, everything just went my way except for a few 7s being rolled and my gold being shut down. But I am going to use my Year of Plenty, which was the best best development card I could ask for at this point. I mean, the road building card would probably have been better. Like it would have worked just the same, honestly. But well, that would have boosted me up to 15 victory points, which would have been crazy. But I get 2 brick. I trade in some wood. I don't have a port for wood, but it's all good because I have just an overwhelming amount, and I win the game. So thanks for watching. Again, check out my Catan Universe playlist for other Catan videos and challenges. And if you have any for me in the future, let me know in the comments below. Balls out.